It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Bengals and the football team, next on Madden Football.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On third down, Hurd. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. And he whips that one incomplete there. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
A big gain there on 3rd and long. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. ETN will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming out.
And got his man complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
A big play there for Cincinnati.
Gonna run the sweep here. This is Cobb.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 9.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down.
That's out to the flat for Ingram. Touchdown, Washington.
Mark Ingram, 25 yards. yards for the touchdown.
And Washington has retaken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Able to shift. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
And the confidence from last week carrying over to this week.
2 weeks in a row. And I have to admit, last week, I thought they were going to really struggle running the football. I thought that they had a real challenge on their hands, and they more than met it and created big-time openings that he just absolutely hurdled.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Henry runs 38 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Come on, man. Set the tone. You better do something.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
1st down. Here's Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On third down, Hurd. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 24. 75 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
A handoff for Etienne.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. From the 17, Roethlisberger. With success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. In this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Travis Etienne
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was finished off by the rookie Travis Etienne. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal. Well, they got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down, McCaffrey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Cousins. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Cousins. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so. And isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Don't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Christian McCaffrey
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this.
Now the point after try for Santos. And this is now a 1-point game.
Washington 28, Bengals 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Rolling to his right.
He'll drop this one off with ETN. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Powering his way forward. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And Rudolph has it left side. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 50, the 30, and all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Cousins. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, this from 37.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, this from 37. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to at my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a bit. Call there, that brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Washington. And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Cousins on first down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Cousins now to throw on first down. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cousins. Higbee secures it over the middle. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw again. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one up.
Hey, Charles, can you give me water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a...
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And they're going to speed things up here. Frank's looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The drive will start with Connor. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big play there on the keeper. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On second down, it's Connor. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's a give to Etienne. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Once more Etienne. And this time he is in. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Setting up play action. Franks. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Working out of the gun, Franks. And Graham on the ground. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On second down, a run with Etienne. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake, here's Franks. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, Franks sliding out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On the move to his left. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those 10...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Ready for the regular season. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's got room. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. A big pickup there on the scramble. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he stopped immediately there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final. Well,
Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this.